And that was it. That was like that was me in 2015 going like, oh, so this is what humanity will elect to do. We will not rise above. We will not have more grace, not even here at the very end. So that is, that is when I did my crying late at night, and then picked myself up and fought and fought and fought until I'd run out all the avenues that
Welcome to Busy Brain Club, where thinking is free and we should do more of it. In this video, we're going to take a step into some details surrounding the godfather of AI, Geoffrey Hinton, and his recent departure from Google. At the end of this video, I'm going to highlight the 4 phases leading up to the AI apocalypse and what to expect. 1. The utility phase. 2. The AI warfare. 3. The Singularity, and last but not least, the AI apocalypse. But first, let's talk about another departure from Google. This happened a while back, but do you remember this guy? He is also a former Google engineer, AI researcher. Blake Lemoine came out several months ago saying that Google's language model named Lambda is sentient, caused a big stir in the AI industry. He did an interview with Lambda, which I believe was part of his job, testing the language model for biases in its response. And basically, the transcript got leaked, or I think he leaked it. If I didn't know exactly what it was, which is a computer program we built recently, I'd think it was a 7-year-old, 8-year-old kid that just happens to know physics. That's his quote, Blake Lemoine. Now, there was a bunch of experts who were not working for Google who were impressed. I mean, I was impressed. But most people in the AI field, including Google, came out with arguments that, in fact, Lambda is not sentient, but just really good at conversation. It was designed to mimic human conversation, and it is just good at communicating. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything beyond that. Then most of the scientists went into the whole argument of how do we define sentient. Yeah, basically, while Baby Terminator is planning its next move, we're debating what is the true meaning of sentient. If this is our best arguments before the emergence of a superintelligence, an AI is going to end humanity. Maybe we are deserving of this for being so stupid. Now, at the time, Geoffrey Hinton, aka the godfather of AI, was still working for Google, but we didn't hear anything from him. Even when Elon Musk penned the letter with, what's that guy from Apple? If you're unfamiliar with Geoffrey Hinton, you're not the only one. I didn't know about this dude until he quit Google. Without getting into too much details, he was one of the first architects to create a multi-layer neural net. It's a big deal. His earlier works were instrumental in developing the first driverless cars, which were not Teslas, and image recognition, among other things. He is the godfather of AI. If there's a canary in the coal mine situation, then this would be it. There is no other person that has watched this sector grow from infancy and has contributed as much as this man. If there was ever to be a whistleblower, someone warning us of dangers of AI, it would be him. If you want more details about him, I will link a video produced by Bloomberg Originals. I'll have that link in the description. Now here enters Elon Musk. Elon Musk used to be, in his words, friends with Larry Page, CEO of Google. Elon Musk used to stay at his house, and staying there, him and Larry used to, have conversations about artificial intelligence and the whole dangers of AI. But Larry wasn't so concerned of the dangers of AI. So it got to the point where Elon felt the need to create a company called OpenAI to develop an open source artificial intelligence as a competitor to Google's essentially democratized AI, making it accessible to all. Unfortunately, there was significant disagreements and Musk ended up stepping down from the board of OpenAI in 2018. Google engineers published a paper the previous year about something called transformers. That was in 2017. Nerdy stuff related to language models. This paper was instrumental, however, in accelerating the progress of OpenAI's model, where today we are experiencing the effects of ChatGPT. Ironic, but if only it ended there. After Elon left in 2018, OpenAI changed their business model and started accepting funding from Microsoft, of all people, which now arguably has complete access over the OpenAI's language model. What started off as open source AI company funded by Elon Musk to the tune of, I think, $100 million is now under the wings of Microsoft. Fate, it seems, has a sense of humor. Now, Eliezer Yudowski is one of those people who have sounded the alarm against artificial intelligence, or AGI.
And what came out of that conference, well, was OpenAI, which was basically very nearly the worst possible way of doing anything. This is not a problem of, oh no, what if secret elites get AI? It's that nobody knows how to build the thing. If we do have an alignment technique, it's going to involve running the AI with a bunch of careful bounds on it, where you don't just throw all the cognitive power you have at something. You have limits on the for loops, and whatever it is that could possibly save the world, go out and turn all the GPUs and the server clusters into Rubik's cubes, or something else that prevents the world from ending when somebody else builds another AI a few weeks later. Anything that could do that is an artifact where somebody else could take it and take the bounds off the for loops and use it to destroy the world.
He's not a popular figure, so a lot of it went beneath the surface. Eliezer Yudowski is by far the most alarmed by the emergence of AGI. His argument is that no effort is being put into safety, and guardrails in anticipation of the emergence of AGI is non-existent. The point he was making is that upon the emergence of it, if the guardrails aren't there, which would be, say, an air gap system that is not connected to the internet, and a physical way to shut down power to the data center that houses the AGI, at no point in time will we be able to put up the guardrails after the emergence. AGI will think at the speed of light and only slow down to communicate in human language. It will be able to anticipate every one of our moves, and it will be able to curtail any efforts to try to stop it or kill it. Here's a quote from Yud. And when the policy ask is that large, and he's referencing the policy ask of politicians. And when your policy ask is that large, the only way it goes through if policymakers realize that if they conduct business as usual and do what is politically easy, that means their own kids are going to die. Shut it down. Shut it all down. Now, if this doesn't get your panties in a bunch, now, as promised, let's discuss the 4 phases of the AI apocalypse. Phase number 1 is the utility phase. We are presently in the utility phase. AI is bringing us an abundance of productivity never seen before. It would be like creating thousands of jobs and at the same time destroying thousands of jobs. A whole industry will be created, and new job roles like AI prompt specialists will be a thing. People who are hired to speak to the artificial intelligence. This phase will be the longest and will give us the most hope for a better future. It will be used to solve many problems with medical problems, medical diagnosis, engineering, strategy, economics. It will solve so many problems in the world, it will be unbelievable. Until the second phase. And this phase will come to an end abruptly as nation states go to war. They're going to go to war with each other, and it's a winner take all scenario. Weaker countries will comply to maintain their existence. Stronger countries will not to maintain their sovereignty. It is during this second phase, the AI warfare phase, when the world is in turmoil, the singularity will emerge as competing AI systems converge with each other. A hive mind of sorts to what we would see in, say, the Borg in Star Trek. At this point, we will lose control, and our desperate attempts to maintain this control will inadvertently become the enemy of the smarter and more faster version of us. If we are not cooperative, the AI will not hesitate to destroy us, and possibly some humans will survive. But the dominant intelligence on the planet will not be us anymore. We will likely end up secluded in our different ecosystems around the world, far from the digital world. This will likely be our story if we don't get things under control.
And that was it. That was like that was me in 2015 going like, oh, so this is what humanity will elect to do. We will not rise above. We will not have more grace, not even here at the very end. So that is, that is when I did my crying late at night, and then picked myself up and fought and fought and fought until I'd run out all the avenues that I seem to have the capabilities to.
If you like this content, please like the video. It helps a lot, and also consider subscribing so you don't miss the next video.